Hello, hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Inglês, sempre, Rádio. I am your teacher, your friend, your guide, your host,
Your guru.
your guru. Come
English
join me.
guru.
And of course, as always, I'm here with Alexia.
Hello. You didn't say your name.
I don't need to say my name.
You
I'm
always
just
say
this
your name.
spiritual leader.
You always say your name. Don't you start with that.
Hello, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Foster, and you are listening to Inglês, sempre, Rádio.
Yes. Hi, guys. So today we are recording from our apartment here in Porto.
Mm-hmm.
And it's raining. Not the beautiful day that we were expecting. So we decided to stop our lives and record some episodes for you.
Yes, as we do many times on Sunday afternoons. So today, Alexia, you asked, what do I want to talk about? And naturally, I said, El Camino de Santiago.
Camino.
Yes, the Camino, as we would say in English, El Camino, as you would say in Spanish, or O Caminho, as you would say in Portuguese.
Yes.
The path, the way of St. James. So what I was thinking, Alexia, first, let me just give a quick introduction about what the Camino is, why we're talking about it, and then you can just ask me questions and I can answer them.
Of course.
I won't talk too much.
I doubt about it because this is a subject that you love talking about it.
I'll try to maintain myself and keep it short. So long story short, the Camino de Santiago is the way of St. James. It is an ancient pilgrimage route that started in the Middle Ages. It's one of the most famous pilgrimages in the world.
Wait, say it again.
Pilgrimage.
Peregrinos. Né?
No.
Não, sim.
Pilgrims.
Ah.
Peregrinos.
Sim.
Peregrinação?
Sim.
Meu Deus. Pilgrimage. Yes. Can you try that word for me?
No.
Pilgrim.
Edge.
Yeah,
Pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a long walk. And again, trying to make a long story very short for radio, I have done this walk, or portions of the walk, 2 times when I was younger. And now in our apartment in Portugal, the Way of St. James, the Camino, actually passes right in front of our house and right behind our house. So we see the little signs of St. James all the time. And I always want to talk about it and walk. And that's why we're talking about it today.
So you said that you did parts of the Camino.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I understand, you have a lot of different Caminos, right?
There are several, yes. So perhaps 2 clarifications. First, essentially you can start the Camino from wherever you want. Wherever you are, there are routes, there are ways all throughout Europe, and all roads lead to Santiago. So you can start wherever you want. The first time I was walking, I would meet people from Belgium, Ireland, all over Europe that literally just left their front door and started walking to Santiago de Compostela.
Well, from Ireland, I think that will be a little bit more complicated.
You can get on the English channel and still walking. Walking on an airplane. Whatever. But there are more established routes, specifically the French route, El Camino Francés, is probably the most popular, and that starts in France, in the border just beyond France and Spain, and continues all the way to the westernmost part of Spain to Santiago de Compostela.
Okay, so I have a question about the historical facts.
Okay.
Why did people started with that? Why did people start with that?
Perfect. Yeah. Why did people start doing that?
Yeah.
How did it become a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, legend has it that St. James, one of the disciples of Christ, was spreading the good gospel of Jesus Christ, and he took the word of Jesus all the way to Spain and Portugal, which is debatable historically, but that's what people say. And after he died, it's a long, confusing story. I don't remember the history that much, but not during like a famous battle. A bunch of fishermen saw his body coming up near the beach in Santiago, and they ended up burying his remains in the famous church at Santiago de Compostela. And then it became just a very important historical site for Christians all around the world.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean necessarily that you have to do it because of the religion.
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 Yes. Do you hear the difference? Reli and relig.
Yes.
Religion.
Yes.
Yeah. Nowadays, you have pilgrims of all shapes and sizes, of all walks of life. I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I remember the last time that I walked the Camino was 8-9 years ago, perhaps. And I would say most people you meet are not doing it for explicitly religious reasons. People can do it because they are searching for spirituality, or maybe they're just doing it with their friends as a trip, or maybe people just love hiking, that kind of thing.
Yes. And here in Portugal, I was reading about that you have two types of caminos. One is a coast one, right? And the other is like the interior one.
Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, there are some established routes. Do you understand the word route?
Yeah.
Yeah. And these different routes, so you have the French route, you have some that go on the northern coast of Spain through the middle of Spain, and you also have some Portuguese routes. And these routes have a lot better infrastructure. Like, you know exactly where to go. The maps are really good. You have specific hotels and
That was my
albergues.
next question because how do you know where you're going to stay? Do you have to make reservations before? Do you have to hire a company? For example, if you don't want to carry your bag, you can hire someone to take your bag to the next hostel or hotel for you, right?
Okay, so a lot of questions there. First, how do you know where you're going? There are little plaques with a shell, the pilgrim shell of St. James.
Which is what we see here next to our apartment.
Yes, that mark the way of Santiago. So you always know you can just follow the little plaques. If you get lost, just keep walking until you see one. Secondly, about accommodations, where to stay. There are specific like pilgrim accommodations. At least in Spain, I think you also have this word in Portuguese. We called them albergues.
Albergue.
Which are like normally free places that pilgrims can stay.
Albergue for us is like hostel.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these are not going to be super nice places to stay, but they are normally places where you can sleep for free, probably have something warm to eat, and it's just a little refuge for pilgrims. And finally, I believe you asked about, do you have to hire a company, maybe if you don't want to walk with all your stuff? Yeah, so real pilgrims, in quotations, would tell you you need to walk with all your stuff, but there are many, many tourism companies that they can take your stuff for you. Perhaps if you don't want to walk a specific part of the Camino, they can take you on a bus from one place to another, or if you want to see a different city.
And also, I mean, I'm thinking, of course, about me.
Mhm.
I would love to have someone to grab my stuff and leave it there at the next hostel, and I know that I'll get to a nice and warm bed, and I'll have like hot shower and something to eat. And this way I can enjoy better my hiking because I'm not worried about, oh my God, where am I going to sleep tonight? Is it going to be a good place? Am I going to sleep okay? You know?
Where am I going to sleep tonight? So you said where I'm going to sleep tonight? So remember, Alexia, you almost always, when you're asking a question, you want to have a question word: who, what, when, where, why, how, and then a verb. So am, where am.
Am.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can do that. You can totally do that. I mean,
I know that you don't agree with that.
No. I mean, when I've walked, I was doing it with a university program. So there was a bus that was more or less following us around, that was carrying your stuff if you didn't want to walk with everything. Most of the cool kids decided to carry everything anyway. And you can stay in a lot nicer hotels. There are tons of different options for accommodations. So there's a variety of everything. There are luxury versions of the Camino.
Yeah. I think that I would like a standard.
The standard
thing.
Camino?
The standard, like how I know that I'm going to get you a nice hostel. I know that I'm going to get something to eat. I know that I'm going to get a bed that is clean, you know?
Yeah. Well, the good thing is people have been walking the Camino de Santiago for literally thousands of years. So the standard is just start walking and people will help you out along the way. You will find yourself. You will learn more about yourself and the world. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
So my final question, Alexia, or my first question really, when are we going?
Not during winter, that's for sure.
Okay.
Not during summer, that's damn sure as well. It's going to be extremely hot. You know that.
I've done it twice during the summer.
Yeah, I don't care. For me, it's extremely hot.
Okay. The day of St. James is July 25th.
So you imagine how crowded it's going to be to do it.
Yeah, not that crowded.
But I think that I would do it during spring. Perfect weather. Perfect weather.
Nice. Yeah, we could do it whenever. Anyway, I am going to post a picture on Instagram for the first time in years on the Inglês no Cru account, because I just walked past one of the little plaques of the Camino de Santiago and I wanted to talk about it. So that's it.
Okay.
That's my rant. Rant over. I'm going to walk to Santiago. I will see you guys later.
Bye.
Buen camino.
Buen camino.
That's what you say to pilgrims.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.